Hello everyone, I'm Shobit from Mentor Shobit, and today I'm going to tell you 4 easy steps to manage your personal finance, and this will help you in reducing your financial anxiety to a large extent. So the first step in managing your personal finance is to determine your cash flow. What I mean by cash flow? Cash flow is difference between your active income and your regular expenses. To define active income, whatever money which you earn by actively working on a day-to-day life is your active income. It can be from your profession or from your business. And how we should determine our regular expenses? The expense which we are going to spend on a monthly or at least on a quarterly basis. So every quarter, whatever expense we are going to incur, that should be defined as regular expense. So the difference between active income and regular expense is your cash flow. If it is positive, it is very good. If it is negative, it means you are living out of your means. So this is the first and most important aspect of a financial planning. Now, most of the time, the problem with us is we are not able to track what is our regular expense. So, in case this problem is also with you, my advice would be to reduce your cash expenses and look for either spending through online mode or through your cards so that it is imprinted in your bank statement. And now there are a lot of apps, friends, who track your expenses through your SMSs which you receive while spending so that you have an idea how much expense you are doing on a regular basis. So please keep on tracking your expenses and your income so that we exactly know where we are going. Ideally, you should save 15 to 20% at least of your active income on a regular basis for your future expenses. Now the second step is investment. Here what happens is most of the time we do investments from the savings on ad hoc basis without answering the important question as why we are saving. If we don't know what is the goal or what is the purpose of saving, the whole system will get affected. So to determine why, we need to find the financial goals for which we need to save. It can be for any time period. It can be for buying furniture for our home, buying a refrigerator or oven, to any long term for our retirement, for our kids' education, buying a home or car. So we should first define why we are saving. It will serve two very important purposes. The first, the time period or the time at which we require the money, and what is the quantum of money we require at that point of time. So if we know these two things, we will be able to plan well as to how much we need to start saving now so that our future financial needs will be met. So once we know how much we need to save, then we can easily define where to save. Suppose we require any money after 1 year, we can't invest in an asset class which is volatile in nature like equity. At the same time, if we know that we require money for, say, our kids' education, which is 10 years from now, then we can take little riskier investment vehicles like mutual funds or stocks. So this will give us a clear-cut picture as to where to invest and how much to invest, and this is very important. The third important aspect, friend, is to we need to keep on reviewing and monitoring our investments. Why? Because it is our money, and if we don't monitor how our investments are doing or our savings are doing, whether they are giving expected return or not, whether we need to take any corrective actions due to market condition or change in the economy, then the purpose of saving will be or investment will be defeated. It may be the case that in between the period our goals might have changed, then we need to also change our strategy for savings or investments. So this is the third important aspect. And fourth and last important thing which we need to keep in mind, that we need to enjoy the money which we are saving. If we are saving for any purpose, please spend that money for that purpose. If we have saved the money, say to buy a car, then please buy a car so that you can enjoy the money. What is the use of saving if we are not able to enjoy for the purpose for which we have saved? This will also help you and encourage you to save more for your future goals, and you will be having a more satisfying saving or investment experience. So these are the four simple steps, friend. First, you need to determine your cash flow. This is very important and is stepping stone. If we don't know what is my expense and what is my income, then it will be all the purpose or every aspects of financial planning or personal finance thing will be haywire. The second thing is determine why we are saving, and then it will lead to where you need to save. And third, that you need to review and monitor your savings and investments so that you can take corrective action if required. And it has to be done on a periodic basis of 3 or 6 months time. It should not be on a daily or monthly basis because it will not serve your purpose. And last more and most important things, and please enjoy your savings and investments. What is the use of money or saving if we are not able to enjoy it? I hope I have added some value. The most important aspect, what we most of the time do is we want to do each and everything on our own and not take help of professionals to do all these things. My advice is please concentrate on things which you can do best and take professional advice from others on the fields which you are not expert on. I hope I have added some value. In case you like the video, do join our inner circle group so that I can add more value to your life. Thanks for watching. I will see you again.